This is great news though. Chris Kindred's been sacked by fucking Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. is a fucking cesspit and a shithole. Sweet Baby Inc. soon should collapse and become irrelevant because their DEI bullshit can be fucked off. In breaking news to be celebrated by many in the gaming world, it's confirmed that Chris Kindred, a key figure in several online controversies and the originator of many issues beginning Gamergate 2, has been fired from Sweet Baby Inc. Some days you just get good news, you know, and it's like, oh, maybe there is hope.
Hold on, wait a second. I'm confused. I thought that these people never did anything wrong because there's never been accountability from day one. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, that's how they are. This is how it
Welcome
is.
to another episode of Smash JT. And as you see from the title of this video, Chris Kindred, employee at Sweet Baby Inc., is now Chris Kindred, former employee at Sweet Baby Inc.
Fantastic.
According to Master of TDS Gothic Therapy, Chris Kindred, the person that tried to get Cabrutus canceled, the same Chris Kindred that contacted my old job trying to get me fired, has been fired from Sweet Baby Inc. And I gotta tell you, just looking at initial reactions online, there is not one single tear being shed. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how Chris Kindred has been fired. And again, shout out to Master of TDS, the Gothic Therapy channel that broke this news. They stated they had an insider at Sweet Baby Inc. that told them verifiably that this is absolutely true, 100% verified, that he is gone, no question about it. Chris Kindred did not quit. He didn't leave on his own. That Sweet Baby Inc. themselves went over and fired him. And I'm editing right now, so this is Smash from the future, just inserting myself to say Master of TDS has updated it, saying that Chris Kindred has already updated his Instagram to put Sweet Baby Inc. as formerly previous employer Sweet Baby Inc. So it is confirmed from Chris Kindred himself. Or herself. Chris Kindred, a key figure in several online controversies and someone who most would agree is the originator of Gamergate 2, has been fired from Sweet Baby Inc. Credit to all of this going to Master of the TDS, who was given exclusive insider information from within the Sweet Baby Inc. company. According to Master of TDS, Kindred's firing had not been publicly acknowledged by Sweet Baby Inc., but said that the source is highly credible and very close to the situation, making this news as good as officially confirmed. Which is really interesting because this is the same Sweet Baby Inc. that Kim Belair just recently gave a presentation at XOXO Festival saying that they're just misunderstood and it's just this hate campaign against them and everyone's just getting them wrong and they just don't understand how good these sweet innocent scriptwriters at Sweet Baby Inc. really are. Well, if that's the case, why are you firing one of them? Chris Kindred is no stranger to controversy, and his removal from Sweet Baby Inc. comes after a mounting internal pressure from other members of the company who reportedly were fed up with his behavior. Kindred is most famous for his role in what has been dubbed Gamergate 2, which began when he launched an unprovoked attack on Cabrutus.
Just attacking the geezer. The creator harassment group Sweet Baby Inc. detected the lead by this person. Here's them trying to be slick so they don't get reported. Even with the discriminatory language filed off, the group itself still fails the code of conduct. One of them.
Who created a Steam curation group that was openly critical of Sweet Baby Inc. and advising people if they want to stay away from this company, these are the games they worked on. The same
I would like to
games
see
on
that.
Sweet Baby Inc.'s website.
I need to see that as well. I want to see the games that they've worked on and then like reviews of them games. Let me just see, one sec. Let's have a look. Wait, what's this? Sweet Baby Inc. detected. What's this? DEI detected. Wait, this got to be some bullshit. I want to see the list of their games to avoid. Nah, that's some bullshit. Alright. So these, wait, you'll find it here then. List of games. Okay, here they are. From 2019 down. on games that they've consulted on, right? So because they're a consultancy firm. Oh man, you can already see in the list absolute sleepers. I see Alan Wake there. That's fucking, I don't know. Oh, Assassin's Creed. Alright. God of War. Okay. Recommendation dog. Okay. See, they've actually even developed games as well. Okay. Alan Wake. Okay, I can understand that. That, cool. Rest is just like that. Rest is just like shit games. Rest is shit games. And their role, writing, script writing, look, they're well in there. Narrative and character consultation for Ragnarok. And that one, full development. Yeah, them lot getting well involved. Well involved.
Kindred's campaign to deplatform Cabrutus was seen by many as a calculated move to silence criticism, and an attempt to get the removal of Sweet Baby Inc. detected from Steam, in addition to trying to get Cabrutus' Steam account removed and banned for daring to create a curation group of games that were worked on by this company, which, like I've said many times, if you were so proud of your work, wouldn't you be like, cool, you're putting our games together in a group so people know what we've worked on?
Yeah, so that's what everyone finds as well suspicious. Is like, why are they getting angry at that? That this guy's just put them together. You know what I mean? And they're just like, getting angry at that.
But obviously, they know what they do is detrimental to the game industry, and they didn't want the word getting out there. But that's just one of the many troubling incidents involving Kindred. He also made headlines for attempting to get me fired by contacting my old employer and labeling me as some sort of racist, making false claims about me and how I was...
Unbelievable to go to that length to do something like that. That's not a good person, is it?
Was attacking people of color. Kindred's actions not only crossed professional boundaries, but also reflected his tendency to use smear tactics to damage the reputation of those that dared question him or his company, Sweet Baby Inc. The same company that he was trying to protect by doing damage control is the same company that fired him. I wonder how he feels.
Crazy.
According to Master of TDS's insider, Kindred's conduct had become too much, even for internally at Sweet Baby Inc., a company that has led plenty of controversies that I've covered in detail on this channel. There were reportedly multiple calls to CEO Kim Belair and other decision makers within the company, urging them to remove Kindred from his position. And although this decision to part ways with Kindred was made internally, Sweet Baby Inc. has opted not to make any of these statements on the matter public. At least not yet. But at the same time, it's Sweet Baby Inc. and let's not hold our breath because they're not going to be forthcoming with any information. That's all they do. They zip up, tight up, don't tell anyone about anything ever because what they say can and will be used against them. Because of how they've treated the game community, they are not to be trusted, even when it comes to this kind of action. Madam Savvy said, they are not storytellers. If they were, they'd make original IP. If they love this industry, they wouldn't try to change what exists. They teach people how to make their own companies. These people are nothing more than losers.
Yeah, it's like that and trying to force their ideology on everyone.
Nuclear Winter said they would only do this if companies they work with demanded it. It's still not good enough. We know what the entire company scam is now. Never do business with Sweet Baby. This is a huge development, not just because Kindred has been fired, but because it highlights the ongoing internal divisions within Sweet Baby Inc. Not everyone at the company was on board with Kindred's toxic behavior.
And she's up there just talking utter bullshit like, oh, it's everyone else's fault. It's everyone else's fault except for the fact that she can't, they can't deal with it. And it's like, wow, if they don't like us, then they've got the problem. They don't see that they've got a problem.
Behavior. And that should speak volumes for exactly what's transpiring
like
internally at Sweet Baby Inc. right now. It looks like the push from within had finally gained enough traction to result in his dismissal. And while we could speculate as to what he potentially did inside the company as to what provoked him being fired now after all things, I don't know. It would just be speculation. But based off of his prior actions, it would lead me to believe that if he's doing things external facing, aggressively against people, attacking them and trying to get their lives ruined, stands to reason the same type of person that would do something internally against 100%. People as well. Digital Alucard said, my first experience
100%.
with this boy is when he and voice actor Zeno Robinson were accusing Akira Toriyama of being racist the same day his death was revealed. Both of them blocked me when I called them both out. Which is yet another thing Chris Kindred did. He accused Akira Toriyama, the legendary artist, of being racist because he didn't like some of his characters in Dragon Ball Z. Kindred being fired is a lesson for the broader industry too. People who use their positions to bully, intimidate, and silence others will eventually always face consequences, even if those consequences come quietly and behind closed doors. And after way too much time has passed for it to actually even mean anything anyways, it does catch up to you. Acting the way you do like that, Chris, this is kind of what you had coming to you. Kyle Wilson said he tried to ban Cabrutus from having a Steam page, and now he's been banned from having income. How very ironic. For those of us who have been on the receiving end of Kindred's harassment, this feels like a long overdue justice.
Unbelievable.
His attempts to get me fired, his racist attacks against Cabrutus, and his overall toxic influence on the gaming community has finally caught up to him. The fact that he's out of Sweet Baby Inc. is great news for everyone who values open discussion and accountability in the gaming industry. And I'll say something that will probably get me dislikes on this video, but I hope he lands on his feet. Elsewhere, outside the game industry. I never want to wish ill on anybody, even if they've come after me and tried to ruin my life. I don't want to be the guy that... It's crazy
that he actually called this guy's work and tried to fucking get him fired by calling him racist and making up bullshit. Just because this guy and many other people are calling him out on the bullshit that he's doing. It's like, there ain't no freedom of speech in his mind. It's like, nah, it's my way or the highway. So imagine a person like that or people like that running a country or having power. Everyone will be doomed. I promise you. If you don't follow their ideology, you are fucking doomed.
Fight fire with fire. I like to think justice will prevail and the truth will always set you free. As long as you're always searching for the truth and taking the high road, you will be good in this world. It's the type of people like Chris Kindred that deal with situations like this and then get confused as to why the whole world's against him when all he did was bring it on himself. And while I know this video is focused on Chris Kindred, I can't help but relate it back to Sweet Baby Inc. and the time he tried to call my old job.
Soon that company is going to need to meet its demise. Like, the time has come. Like, this is just one of many, I hope. I hope there's more, and then hopefully the whole company can just shut and we can be done with that bullshit. No more of that shit.
Up and get me fired because he was just so angry that I decided to take interest in covering this topic on my YouTube channel. When I reached out to Sweet Baby Inc. to say, what do you have to say about this? What are you doing about this? Are you going to hold your own employee accountable and say something? Are you going to reprimand them? Are you going to do anything? I was met with silence. And this is the frustration that I have with Kim Belair and David Bedard and Sweet Baby Inc. in general. They are not equipped to be CEOs of a company. They're in over their head and continue to prove that day in and day out, where they don't have the best interests of the community in mind. They care about one thing, and that's making money. They'll destroy every game in their wake if it means they'll make a buck at the end of the day. Professionally, they should have reached out to me, apologized for what happened, and taken full accountability for it.
100%.
But no, they're too scared, probably afraid of a lawsuit, probably afraid that there'd be more repercussions coming at them for doing such a thing. Instead of actually being honest and transparent and accountable, they went the complete opposite direction. Lux the Monster said, so ignoring potential NDAs and how much of a little bitch he is, when will he spill the SBIT? You know he's going to have a proper bitch fest at some point. And you know SBI dumped his ass hoping they can get back out of the limelight. Won't work, but no options. Kindred's departure is another example of why standing up against individuals like him matters. This is a win for free speech, for the gaming community, and for anyone who's ever been unfairly targeted by a quote-unquote professional trying to leverage their position for personal attacks. So let's celebrate
That's how
this
he is, the
moment,
fucker.
but at the same time, take it with a grain of salt because Sweet Baby Inc. is still doing the Sweet Baby Inc. things they do. This is a win for all gamers, but at the same time, not a reason for us to go back and relax and rest on our laurels because the job is not done.
Yeah, Sweet Baby Inc. needs to fall.
Check out smashjt.com for the full article. If you appreciate what I'm doing here, please consider hitting that join button. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Special occasion.
But yeah, man, that shit needs to all stop, all that woke bullshit, especially in games, and throwing the ideology on it. The games are flopping, not much people are liking them because of that. They're like, huh? No one wants that. No one wants a lot of that sort of politics in games. That sort of politics, anyway.